2019 year where Penn State, a bunch of firsts. You know, first ever Big Ten tournament game win, Big Ten tournament championship weekend appearance. Can Rutgers break through tonight with a first ever? That's their first ever win against Maryland as members of the Big Ten.
Luke Wierman wins the draw. Maryland in the white gets the initial offensive possession. The officials are Hans Wittelsberger.
Groot scores. Maryland out to the lead.
39 seconds into the contest. Here comes Wierman again. Right off the draw, bang to the outside of the cage. That was Murphy firing the rocket. Scarlet Knights dodge the bullet. At the bottom of the screen, you're seeing Brian Breck's starters. Now on the season for chorus, all of them at even strength. Maryland one better than Rutgers. Just getting going in the Big Ten tournament championship game. Eugenio gets the draw from Luke Wierman.
But you better believe that the Rutgers coaching staff was watching the face-off film as best they could for Johns Hopkins. And go 50-50 with Luke Wierman. Hit high to high against the Big Ten goalie of the year and pace the corner.
Precipitation picking up. You can tell by the helmet of Wisnauskas as we closed in for that shot. He's factored in on all three Maryland markers. Terps come up with possession. Ray Hill with a good scoop. Running for cover now, getting into the offensive set.
You want to talk about man ball. Puglisi just steamrolled.
Maryland, an unbeaten mark at 13-0. Tangling with 13-2 Rutgers. Wierman wins the draw, comes right to the cooker. Sent that one high.
I mean, that last play is just so emblematic for the Terps. This is, I know it's early, but when you're playing Maryland, this is critical time. And this is a huge break for the Scarlet Knights. The referee just doesn't like the way Maryland is lined up and away at this Maryland lead. They need to take better care of the ball. Need to take better care of the ball against these Terps.
Mistake-prone Rutgers, 7 turnovers in the opening quarter. Wierman gets the draw.
Sticks it.
Wisnauskas, 37 career tricks in 71 games with the Terps. Puglisi driving back in for Maryland, now on top 6-2.
That's with the 70 inches of titanium and paints the lower corner.
Luke Wierman, fantastic face-off numbers this season, gets another draw for Maryland. Geppert in over Rutgers on this very field. See the numbers for Donville in the tournament. Puglisi on a set play right off the draw, going to the cage. He sent that one wide. 3 seconds left in the half.
How about that face-off by Wierman? It was almost like a pass out of the back of his stick.
Worked out beautifully. This is win and sparkle while doing it.
He really does. You would have been proud of him on Thursday night, Joe. He ventured from the goal cage and made a save on the run in the defensive end. He looked like a, I said if he would, I would say it was an NFL cornerback sitting on a route and intercepting it, but it was more like Pop Warner, just because of the size. But I tell you what, Logan Post.
Now can you get the possession back? Wierman is so good at saying no to that, and he goes right to the...
Earlier in the game, Scott operates closer to the goal than Gallagher, but Gallagher, make no mistake, that was a nice little whip into the far post.
Now can you get the possession back? Wierman is so good at saying no to that, and he goes right to the goal. Luke Wierman over top of the crossbar.
He is not only an equalizer, he is an advantage giver in all aspects of the word.
You mentioned that you and Pete Medhurst called the game against Hopkins in which he was just 10 for 22 at the face-off X. This is a guy who is 66% in the regular season.
Of about 10, 12 yards with those 4 or 5 passes. No other team can do that in the country that I've seen this year consistently.
Molliver with goals in 9 straight. Maryland has its largest lead at 10-3, and they have the ball. Wierman going to the cage again. That's got to be soul-crushing when you lose so many draws in a row to Wierman when your team is trying somehow to make a rally. I'm captain there for Islip High School. Ethan Rawl. Procedure here on the draw against Eugenio. It'll give white-jerseyed Maryland the ball back.
Second time we've seen a man-up situation on a face-off tonight. Second time the officials have not even let them face off. They don't like the way guys are lining up, so another missed opportunity for Rutgers. They've beaten Notre Dame and Harvard. Those are 2 teams that are in contention for an at-large berth. I think Notre Dame is in. I really do. But when you look at a team like Duke, I'm not sold on the Blue Devils, and I'm not sold on Harvard. And one of the main reasons, and just play at another level in terms of athleticism and the ability to shoot the rock.
Wierman wins the draw. They had Rawl out there to take it, to just try and create a ground ball circumstance.
Rutgers run.
See the raindrops on the helmet of Murphy. Precipitation most of the game. Molliver hits the net 80% of the time. He scores 44% of the time. He has 23 on the season. The lead is
Conference championship, and knowing you're going to the NCAA tournament, it's an amazing feeling.
still 15 minutes to go in regulation. Wierman overruns this one. It's a ground ball scoop for Bobby Russo. Scarlet Knights in the red jerseys looking to activate their offense now. That one snapped wide by Cameron. Rutgers with the North Carolina Tar Heels around NCAA tournament quarterfinals time. Wierman gets the face-off win.
Feed and roofs it. That's pretty offense.
Around this time last year, Brian Cameron would have been playing against Rutgers with the North Carolina Tar Heels around NCAA tournament quarterfinals time. Wierman gets the face-off win. Luke Wierman was originally headed for Fairfield. John Tillman told us that Andy Copeland mentioned, you know, keep your eyes out for this player. And Wierman has just progressed to being a huge weapon in College Park.
Yeah, Copeland was leaving Fairfield to go coach in the Premier Lacrosse League for the Water Dogs. And he knew when he was leaving that Wierman may be looking for a new home. Copeland, a former assistant here in College Park, gave John Tillman a heads up, and the rest is history. Again, the level of improvement from Luke Wierman from last year to this year is astronomical. And you think about his summer, Joe. Think about his winter. Picturing that last shot probably over and over again. Things that
7 times this season with 4 or more goals in a game, Logan Wisnauskas had 4 + 3 = 7 against Johns Hopkins in the semis. Wierman going to the cage, fought off there at the end of the line.
Kirst, another brilliant save.
He has
continues to produce, he continues to score goals, and his shooting tonight has been next level.
goals in 10 straight. Wierman getting the better there of the face-off efforts of Michael Ott. Maryland with 19 face.
Around the nation, just a great luxury to have. And again, that third spot is a rotation between Molliver and Murphy, both matchup nightmares, because then you have to decide who you're going to put the pole on. And if it's not Murphy or Molliver, when they see short sticks, that is a party about to erupt.
Wierman does it again, another face-off win. Tim and Jen's baby boy doing just fine at the face-off X. Chorus, who played his high school ball not far from here at Loyola. Brian Breck called Maryland the bluest of blue bloods nationally, always engaged, ready to pounce. The Terrapins have pounced on matters in this fourth quarter, upping the ante to the tune of 17-6 now, still with 7 minutes to.
Something that they work on quite a bit with offensive coordinator Eric Saramet.
Misty rain continues here at Maryland Stadium in the final minute as the Terps get control of another draw. Backpedaling away, it's Daniel Kelly. The Terps can hold it. They have a 10-goal advantage and just 44 seconds away.